Hey everybody, Edo here, and this is Smiths of Winterforge by Rule and Make, and I received this copy, I believe it was from Passport Studios, who was maybe handling their US distribution, I don't recall, but it was given to me. It's been sitting, waiting for play for a long time. Always interested, but it always had a little feel like it was going to be a little bit more of an ordeal to dive into, and finally I had the chance to start playing this game. And don't let the blue board, the blue box fool you. It is a very red game, but actually it's got a really good look feel to it. I like the way this game looks. And in Smiths of Winterforge, in essence, we are all forgers, smiths who are forging, and we are basically leveling up different abilities as we forge objects. And you win the game by having, scoring victory points for completing forges, and for money and other things. But you're basically, you have your forge, you have your place where you get extra dudes and dudettes, you have your bank for some money, and then you have your market where you're going to buy some goods. So the hook in this game is outstanding. You have an object that you need to forge. It has required goods that are needed, materials like stones or this is sort of like everyday objects, and this is like metals and jewels. And then you can acquire different quality objects to fill that. So like for a steel bar, I could have, for a steel section, this needs two like iron things. It could be gold, silver, mithril. And basically, the better the good, the better the die you're going to roll. And there's a forge number. So basically, I'm going to, like, in this case, let's use, this case needs one of the rock thing, which in this case I'm going to use fur. We'll let that go for a second. Then it needs two steels, right? So here. So I'm going to use, to forge this, I'm going to use mithril, gold, and fur. And what that tells me is I'm going to roll a 2d8 and a 2d8s and a d12. And so basically I have to roll that and beat a 16. The better the goods, the higher the dice that I get to roll. And then, I might have, an assistant that gives me a buff. I might have a specialty in that category that could give me a buff. And then you roll. And then if you miss, you add a token to make it a little easier the next time. And essentially, like, you can keep trying to forge. So it has this amazing core mechanic of recipe, quality of materials give you a better shot, but there's still a chance, and you gotta keep hitting it. It is awesome. That hook sold this game. Unfortunately, the rest of the game just takes me out of it. It's like an limited action game where you're moving between, it's sort of action selection where it's not worker placement, right? Because I'm walking there, but I'm moving to actions and I have a single worker, but I may call worker placement, action selection, whatever. And like, I have to go to the place to get the person, and then I have to get a loan to get some money because the money's really tight in this game to buy some goods, and then maybe, get some more recipes from the guild hall and then try to forge, but I can only do a few things per turn, and it's just this slow slog to get a chance to do the fun stuff. And the fun stuff works, but like there's this weird thing where you can craft small or craft big. It's just like this big game built around this super cool thing, and it's unfortunate. And there's lots of reasons to like the game that I would like, but I just found myself like just trying to get to the part that was fun. And then I'd have it, and then it'd be done, and then I'd go through this. And who wants a game with loans and bank loans and repaying loans to have money to do things? Like, my forging doesn't need that to be that real. Like, give me cool items that I make with cool stuff, and then have me smack it and roll it. Like, could have been a great dice chucker. Like, there's a different execution of this that I'm still interested in playing. But otherwise, this is just a beautiful, well-executed, competent job that has put too much weight on a mechanic, too little, has put too much surrounding meta to a core nugget of fun that takes away from the core nugget of fun. There are all these, in the box of these other expansions you can put to add for different effects and feels. It's just more stuff that takes me away from what is fun and cool about the game. So, yeah. Smiths of Winterforge. Hey everybody, Edo here, and thanks for watching Gaming with Edo. Reviews over here on this playlist, League and Insider videos over here on this one. Subscribe, share, all that good stuff. But most importantly, play some great games. Thanks.